Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Elias Sankara, Prof. Elias Sankara. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like. So today, we are still further in the mathematics 120, which is 1 to premed. So we start with the coordinate geometry, of which, before going further, you're supposed to know all these formulas. There are almost 6, and also other formulas which will be just filling them in. But in this case, please, these are some of the formulas you're supposed to know under coordinate geometry. Then you are good to solve 1 or 2 coordinate geometry. So first formula, we have gradient. So this is the formula for gradient, and also of midpoint formula. So these we're supposed to master them without failing. And also this we have the distance formula. We're supposed to master it without failing. Not only that, we have the area formula, of which I think you're going to have such kind of question to say down minus upward. What does that mean? We're going to understand it fully when you start solving. Y-intercepts formula also supposed to know it fully without failing. And also gradient of the straight line, you're supposed to know it without failing. Okay. So let's try to now to understand or go directly to the questions, how I can utilize those formulas that I was trying to show you. So one of the questions on the table is saying that for the formula of the following pairs of point A and B, calculate the gradient of the line A and B. Not only that, the midpoint of the line joining A to B, the distance AB, the gradient of the line perpendicular to AB. So I've got the first question of Roman numeral number 1 going to say A with the coordinate of 0, 1, and B with the coordinate of 2, -3. So what I'm going to do, let's try to get these coordinates 0, 1, B, 2, 3, 2, -3. And the first question is going to say, what is the gradient of these coordinates? So if you see very much properly, we had this kind of question or this kind of formula, which is for gradient. Note that if they are saying to say what is the gradient of this formula, or what is the gradient of these coordinates, that's sure to say this is a parallel. We're talking about parallel lines. So what's going to happen here is y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, that's the formula, of which I'm going to label this one to say this is x1, y1, x2, y2. Then we say y2, or let me say gradient which is representing by big, or let me say capital letter M. What is our y2? -3 minus, what is our y1? 1 divided by, what is our x2? It is 2 minus 0. Hence, y is equal to -3 minus 1, that is -4, divided by 2, and our gradient is equal to -2. So have you seen the essence of you knowing the formula? That is it. So you're supposed to master that formula without failing. That's the formula for gradient. We have another question. It's saying that what is the midpoint? B. Calculate the midpoint of the line joining A to B. Okay. Again, you cannot calculate it without knowing the formula. What is it? Here's the formula. AB is equal to, that is the midpoint now. If Should I say mid? Open brackets. You know to say this x1 plus x2 divided by 2, comma, y1 plus y2 divided by 2, close. What is our coordinate? Same coordinates. 0, 1, 2, negative 3. So we still label them the same thing. This is our x1, y1, x2, y2. So we say, what is our x1? It is 0 plus. What is our x2? 2 divided by 2, comma. What is our y1? It is 1 minus, or should I put plus here, then we'll show it later because some people will ask it. So this is positive, that is negative 3. I've tried to put it in parentheses to respect it. Then we close, divide by 2. Then we say, what is 0 plus 2? That is 2 divided by 2, comma. 1 there, positive times negative, that is negative, divided by 2. Then I go ahead, we say 2, 2, comma, 1 minus negative 3, that is negative 2, comma, negative 2. Divided by 2. Then later on, I'm going to have the midpoint of AB. Should I say therefore? Because we're concluding here. What's 2 divided by 2? That is 1, comma. Negative 2 divided by 2, that is negative 1. So the midpoint of AB is 1, comma, negative 1. Okay. So that's the end of this question to say what is the midpoint or what is the formula. The midpoint of line joining A to B. Should we continue to question C? What is this question C? Calculate the distance AB. You know that also have the same formula for this when it comes to calculating the distance for formula AB. Or let me say for question E. Or when calculating the distance, we have the formula. What is this formula? This one. This is the formula. So what I'm going to do, we go ahead and calculate. We say the distance AB, the formula is equal to the root of, open brackets, x2 minus x1 close squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Then of these coordinates, the same coordinates, 0, 1, and B we have 2, negative 3. So this is our x1, y1, x2, y2. So what I'm going to do, we go ahead, we say, the root of, what is our x2? It is 2 minus, what is our x1? 0. The root plus, what is our y2? It is negative 3 minus, what is our y1? 1. The root. Then we say, the root 2 minus 0, that is 2, to the power 2, plus negative 3 minus 1, that is negative 4, to the root of 2. Then we say AB is equal to, what is 2 to the power 2? It is 4 plus. What is negative 4 to the power 2. This same applies. We have 4 times negative 4. That is given us positive 16. So here I've got positive what? 16. Then AB is equal to 4 plus 16, that is 20. Then we have AB what is the root of 20? That's the distance now. Get your calculator. Calculate it properly without failing. So we're going to have the root of 20. We're going to have 4.47. We can put it in two decimal places, no problem. Then what about the units? Just put units. 4.47 units. So that was the distance between coordinates A and B. Or that was the distance between A and B, 4.47 units. Shall we conclude with a final question? Shall we? Let's go. Therefore, the question sent to say, the gradient of the line perpendicular to AB. The gradient of the line perpendicular to AB. So we need to solve the gradient of the line perpendicular to AB. What is that? If you see very much properly, here this question same applies to the first question, but here we're talking about perpendicular. Note that the first question was talking about the parallel line. So AB was parallel to question 1, according to question 1. Then question A, now question D is sent to say the perpendicular one. So what I'm going to do, we're going to use this same answer, or the same way that we used, but since it is perpendicular, we apply gradient 1 times gradient 2. Gradient 1 times gradient 2 is equal to negative 1, of which gradient 1, it is the parallel. The gradient 2, it is perpendicular. What is a gradient 1? It is the same negative 2 that we have, which is negative 2 times gradient 2, which is perpendicular, is equal to negative 1, divided by negative 2, divided by negative 2, this cone, and we have gradient 2, which is perpendicular, negative cone, we are going to have the half of this one. So hence this one shows to say, we have gradient 1 or gradient 2, which is perpendicular, the half of it, or 1 over 2. Thank you very much. We'll go, or let me say we'll meet in the next phase of it, under coded geometry. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like. Thank you.